So let's analyze the lap then. Starting off, shifting very late in this car. Now I rev the gears out quite a lot. Now we have to look at the wind on the top right for our braking point. Braking, yeah, I use the curb as a reference here on the left. Braking a bit before it, depending on how strong the headwind or tailwind is here. Braking hard, I broke a bit too early still. Turning in quite late, as you can see, going fully over the apex into first and then back up to second at the apex. Getting very aggressive on the throttle as you are going over that curb and then not running right on the AstroTurf here on the left. Tight line here saves a bit of time, a few hundreds, by not going as wide. And then we come into what is effectively T2, braking just before the 50 board, and as we start braking we also instantly start turning. It's a very short brake tap, very quickly already off of it, as you can see, going over the curb on the inside in 4th gear, and as you're on the curb, just instantly flat on the throttle, very wide here, leaving no room for error, and then back to the left as quickly as possible. We want to just about stay within the white line when the green part here on the right starts. So here, as you can see, do it perfectly. Then here, going a bit wide from the line, which you want to prepare for this long right turn. Hit the first apex, or just about miss it here. But yeah, you come off the throttle, don't turn too much off the throttle, and then quickly on it again. And make sure your apex speed is as high as you can get it. Here, going a bit too slow, so I go a bit too far over the apex, but it's not too bad. Here, over to the right side and instantly braking, and I use the 50-meter mark here right in front of me as a reference point. Hard braking, then turning in while braking, doing the braking very smooth, the trail braking here, down to first gear and then up to second for as much power as you can get. This car has a lot of traction, and yeah, just using the track there, staying very tight here to again shorten distance. And then I use the Dunlop sign ahead of me, or above me I mean, and yeah, brake just after it. Very hard braking again, going a bit on the curb on the left. Down to first gear, you want to go fully over this apex, and then you want to prepare. I go a bit too fast actually, so I get a bad line for the left-hander, but yeah, you want to prepare for the left-hander in first gear, and then going on the curb, I go a bit too much over it. You want to either fully go over it, or yeah, basically a bit further to the right than what I do now, up to second gear, and then on that apex go on the throttle, make sure you get good traction, and here, so close as you can see, just about staying on the curb. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you hit that cone as much, but you do have to be careful that the car doesn't get weird wheel spin or something like that. Then preparing for a good line into the right-hander here, going on the curb on the left and braking as the white line on the left starts. You want to be turning while braking and go down to second gear here. As you can see, this is the kind of line we're taking. You can go over this curb a bit more, I would say, but it doesn't matter much. Going into seconds, very aggressive again on the throttle, because I prefer going here, taking a line over the AstroTurf here on the right, and then opening up the left-hander for a tighter line, which it feels very natural if you drive it. So yeah, that's why I do that. Not going as wide as I already said, and yeah, just through braking the whole way through, down to first gear, trying to get the right apex speed basically, and already going before the apex on the throttle in second gear. Gotta go really wide here for as much usage of the track as you can, and then as we go over to the left, taking a wide line, not going all the way wide, and then we can again take a tighter line here, throw braking into the corner in first gear up to second before the apex, and then yeah, getting the best traction we can and using this AstroTurf on the left to our advantage. And yeah, that's a lap in the dry here. So let's see then what I was thinking throughout the lap. Coming now towards turn 1, we're going to have to brake really early because of the rain. Of course, not braking all the way on the left side because when you're very close to the edge of the track, there is a very high chance of puddles being there, and then you instantly spin out. So not braking fully on the left side track, looking at the 150 mark on the left. As you can see, braking really early. Actually broke quite late still for these conditions, so happy to not go too wide here. Um, Very lucky, I guess, because you cannot brake fully. If you brake fully, you will just lock your fronts or your rears. So you can see it by how much the ABS, the red part above the white part of the brake bar, if that vibrates a lot, it means that the ABS is kicking in a lot, and then you are locking up your tires. So you have to make sure it stays smooth, basically. As you can see, I'm braking like 60-70% into the corner, downshifting not very aggressively, but yeah, it shakes a bit, the ABS, so I locked up a bit, but it's okay. Going not fully to the apex, which is not that bad. There's a lot of puddles there, so yeah, going a bit wide isn't bad at all in the rain. Being very careful here in second gear on the traction, making sure to be fully straight before going fully on the power. And here when I shift up to third, I have to turn a bit because of this turn, so I have to lift a little bit of the throttle and correct the car. And yeah, I got good traction there, so that was good. Now gonna need the 100 board here for our braking point. Not braking all the way on the curb. There's a very nasty puddle here on the right, um, which I think I avoided. Uh, but yeah, you can hit that if you go on the curb here. Again, braking like 60%. Actually braked a bit late here. Third gear. As you can see, yeah, I'm not hitting the apex curb mainly because there is no grip out there. You wanna take a bit different lines. There is on some parts of the track more grip than other parts, and that's why I went like this. But as you can see, I'm going way too wide, and I have to wait really long before I can go on the throttle. So yeah, not ideal. And then, yeah, I do just go over this curb. Any puddles here don't really matter for the car, and you have actually a lot of grip if you stay on the red sausage curb with your uh, right tires. Yeah, third gear. Then when I turn, I have to lift off the throttle instantly, staying as close as possible to this apex. And here I go a bit too long on the throttle, so I go too wide. And if you go a bit too wide here, there is no grip. As you can see, I'm drifting wide and wide. And here, as you could see there, maybe I got a very weird kind of snap of grip. And yeah, that's because there the grip starts again. So yeah, using the power to rotate the car here a little bit, you cannot notice it that much, but yeah, I did that very well. Then here, braking earlier than normal, but you have low speed as well. So yeah, not braking fully. Do hit the apex here very nice. You need to stay on the inside and wait very long before you go flat out. And yeah, when you know you're straight enough like this angle, then you can go on the throttle and not earlier. Yeah, second gear for the power, it doesn't matter much. Yeah, it's slower to use a higher gear. Here on the inside again, make sure you don't hit this curb on the inside. You will insta-spin. Then again, not braking fully on the left. There is probably puddles and there's less grip out there. So yeah, braking before the Dunlop sign. Braking actually quite hard to get the car slowed down, and yeah, I braked a bit too late and I start sliding, but somehow it wasn't that slow, just a bit wide of the apex, but it's whatever. And then, yeah, in first gear, don't go too aggressive on the power here, then you will insta spin. Yeah, this is just painful turning here with this rain. Then second gear, and just use this curb. You need to straighten the car as soon as possible, so you might as well use it. It's not that bad, this curb in the wet. Yeah, trying to get on the power still as aggressively as I can, and yeah, braking at the same point as in the dry, but yeah, you're so slow here, it doesn't matter much. You have to avoid the curb here on the inside a bit, and then yeah, turn the car and then go on throttle when you're straight again. Don't use the curb on the left, you will have no grip. And yeah, just balancing the throttle and brake here while turning, going, yeah, kind of a similar line to in the dry, a bit wider. Uh, yeah, it's just to straighten it out here a bit better. I think yeah, with this rain, you probably cannot use the curb on the right, but with any less rain, you can probably, yeah, just use the curb here on the right, setting out. Yeah, you can see I get a wheel spin here from going too aggressive, but that's not too bad. It doesn't matter much as long as you have control over it and the car doesn't twitch too much. And then, yeah, taking a very quiet inside line at least, very good line here this lap, and yeah, that's because there's more grip out there, and here trying to get as aggressively on the power as possible, and yeah, it was so dead that I decided to go very aggressive and fully on the power, but then I instantly got a wheel spin, so I had to correct the throttle twice, and yeah, lost a bit of time there, but it's not too bad because I got the turbo going, and yeah, that was it for this video. If you have any more suggestions in the future for laps you want to see, then please do share them in the comments, and I will try to do one of these videos for you too. And yeah, I'll see you next time.